So Darren Till was scheduled to fight Marvin Vettori on the headliner of a UFC Fight Night on ABC again. Actually, only the second UFC fight on ABC. The first one, of course, was Max Holloway and Calvin Kattar. Legendary fight, of course. But this was going to be the second UFC event on ABC. Unfortunately, Darren Till had to pull out of the fight due to, I believe, a broken collarbone, and he kind of alluded to just being all banged up initially anyway, and of course he had to pull out of his fight with Jack Hermanson due to a knee injury as well that he suffered against Robert Whittaker. And he alluded to kind of still training with messed up knees or something like that. I would like Till to really try to heal up as much as possible. I know it's so hard because he wants to get back in there, so he's probably going to heal up this broken bone as fast as possible and try as hard as he can to train and see if he can fight, before the end of the year. But man, if you have to take a year off to get 100%, that way you can fight 3 quality fights in a year or something, I would say do it, man. Get those knees rehabbed. Get everything healed up, get 100%, take some time off like Chimaev, Chimaev, take some time off, heal from the COVID, same thing with Till, man, heal up from all your nagging injuries, whatever, definitely heal your collarbone so you can get back in there, because this is his second fight in a row he's pulled out of since his fight with Robert Whittaker. Because, Till is a high-level guy. This would have been a really good fight, but we don't want to see him in there not 100%, So my opinion would be to heal up, come back 100%, even if it means taking some time off. Of course, he may need the money, but I would like to see him, try to come back 100%, As for Marvin Vettori, I hope they keep the card there, keep Vettori there. I believe Kevin Holland volunteered to step in and replace Darren Till, but apparently the UFC has not gotten back to him yet, so maybe they're trying to ask some other people first and they'll go to him as a last resort. But I don't know who else would probably take that fight on 10 days notice, because there's not a lot of guys. But hey, sometimes you'll find one. Paul Felder stepped in for RDA, that was a fight night, so sometimes you'll find these guys who will step in. I just don't know who Bilal stepped in for Leon, but that was on like 2 or 3 weeks notice, not 10 days. 10 days is a little rough because a lot of guys can't even really, it's going to be tough to make weight in 10 days. So it's going to be probably tough to find a replacement. So I think, honestly, it might end up being Kevin Holland. And man, I mean, that might not be a bad matchup. Vettori, definitely. I mean, Holland got out-wrestled a lot in this last fight, and Vettori's a really good wrestler, so I think Vettori might put Holland on his back a few times, but Holland has so much talent, it seems like watching him fight, he has a lot of talent. It just seems like he doesn't have like the necessarily the discipline and the will, the hunger to win. Like, he's not trying to win at all costs, because when he was fighting Derek Brunson, it looked like he was even more active on the ground. Brunson's on top of him. He's throwing more punches from the bottom, but he's not trying to get up or finish the fight. He's really active, but it's not activity that's going to result in the judges scoring the fight in favor of him, and he did an interview after his fight with Brunson. He did an interview with Ariel Helwani, and I really liked the interview. He was like, man, I was really disappointed with myself. Blah, blah, blah. And everything he said sounded very mature, and he pretty much said the right things. And I think now he wants to not really prove anybody wrong, but prove his coaches right. I know he has a very strong bond with his coaches, and I think he's going to come out with the hunger to win, just to prove his coaches right. You know what I mean? And I think I don't really like to. It's hard to pick fights, but man, Holland, I don't think would be a bad matchup at all. So I would like to hear the UFC get back to him and try to put that together, you know, because I think Holland thrives on these short notice things, and I don't know, weren't they already supposed to fight before? Wasn't Holland supposed to fight Vettori, and then he moved to fight Jacare, and then Hermanson fought Vettori, or something weird like that, or maybe not, but you know, whatever. Anyway, I think it would be a good matchup, you know? I think it would be a good matchup. So I hope they get back to Holland, you know? I don't see why not. And because he walks around at 185. I don't think he cuts any. Oh, no. He walks around at like 196, but he said it's just an easy water cut or something like that. I believe he said that on the Joe Rogan Experience. But yeah, I hope they get back to Kevin Holland. You know, I hope they throw him in there in replacement for Darren Till, unless of course they, you know, hear back from some super high ranked guy. But man, Holland is pretty damn good. I would say get him in there. It'd be a fun fight. And we'll see real quick if Holland's determination to win the fight has changed. I don't expect to see him not talking. He's probably still going to be talking, but I hope he tries to, because it seemed like against Derek Brunson, Kevin Holland just let the fight go wherever Brunson took the fight. So I want to see him dictate the pace of the fight a little more and take the fight where he wants it to go. You know, you don't see, you know, Khabib didn't let his opponent take the fight where he wanted it to go. Every fight goes to the ground, you know. So I'd like to see Holland find the easiest route to victory and try to keep the fight there. Obviously, against Brunson, he was succeeding on the feet, but once he got put on his back, he didn't really have the urgency to get up to his feet like he should have, you know. He was even locking up full body triangles in full guard, you know, like kind of just accepting the bottom position. And like I said, he was active doing damage, but the easiest route to success for him looked to be on the feet, you know. So I hope he finds the easiest route to success against Marvin Vettori and exploits that as much as possible. Even if he loses, I just want to see him hungry for a win a little more than he was against Brunson. Not saying he wasn't hungry for the win, it just appeared that way while watching, you know. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you think should step in for Till, what you think Till should do next, and, you know, whatever you think about this whole situation. And, yeah, if you like the video, leave a like, you know, subscribe for more videos like this one. And thank you so much for watching.